The Arab Caliphate ruled as the most dominant dynasty in the world more than 10 centuries ago, in the 8th century. In the year 720, the empire spanned from the Atlantic Ocean in the west to India in the east, making it the biggest empire humanity had ever known. It was unquestionably the greatest powerful empire ever, yet it slowly faded away over the years. Now the question is, what if this ancient empire were to be re-established in the contemporary era with the same boundaries that it did in the year 720? So let's find out. Even though it is improbable, let's imagine that the caliphate has recently re-emerged. 36 different contemporary nations, including Portugal and India, would cede all or a portion of their territories to the caliphate. The empire would cover 11.1 million square kilometers, making it the second largest nation in the world. A population of 665,217,000 would call it home, making it the third most populated nation in the world after China and India. The caliphate would have a comparable but little less population to the restored Roman Empire. Despite the name of the empire, the Arab Caliphate, Arabs actually would only make up 46% of the nation's population. It's simple to understand why, given that the empire encompasses a vast variety of people, from Pakistanis and Indians in the east to Spaniards, Portuguese, Turks, and Persians in the west. The majority of the populace would speak Arabic as their native language, but Arabic varies greatly from region to region. For a number of reasons, many Arabic speakers from Syria or Iraq find it impossible to understand Arabic speakers in some regions of North Africa. Perhaps all dialects of the language would be regarded as official, but generally, Arabic would continue to be the most widely spoken language inside the empire's boundaries. In addition, Islam would be the primary religion practiced within this dominion. It would be reflected by 85% of the contemporary inhabitants of the caliphate, with 21% Shias and 64% Sunnis. In addition, the Christian minority would make up about 9% of the population of the empire. Jews would make up 1% of the population, followed by Hindus, Zoroastrians, and people of other religions, who would make up 3%, and atheists or people who don't practice any religion would make up the remaining 2%. Intriguingly, Karachi, the capital of the caliphate, would be situated in Pakistan, away from the main Arab region. For instance, Karachi is home to nearly as many people as all of Afghanistan. Cairo, Tehran, Baghdad, and Riyadh would be the caliphate's other major cities. Since Damascus served as the caliphate's capital back during the year 720, when the empire's territory was at its greatest, it's highly likely that it would serve as the capital city of the reconstituted caliphate. The next factor is probably the most crucial: the economy. With a nominal GDP of 5.34 trillion US dollars, the United Arab Dominion could surpass both Germany and Japan to become the third largest empire on the planet. Compared to other countries like the Soviet Union and the United African continent, that economy is quite strong. Additionally, the empire would swiftly surpass all other oil-producing nations because it would incorporate whole nations like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and Qatar. The empire would really control close to 30% of all oil output on Earth, giving it a significant advantage on the international level. The dynasty's vast military, which would grow to be the world's most powerful with 4,214,000 active-duty soldiers, would be the second tool it could employ as leverage. With an extra 4,216,000 soldiers stationed in reserves, the empire would have more personnel in active service than both China and the United States put together. It would not be wrong to say that this empire would have by far the greatest army in the world. The reconstituted modern Arab Caliphate would undoubtedly be a potential global superpower when all aspects are taken into account. It would undoubtedly project dominance in the world, similarly to present China. However, it could have trouble coping with the enormous ethnic diversity that such a sizable empire would bring, its generally low standard of life, and the strong division between Sunni and Shia Muslims within the nation. Therefore, it would be intriguing to explore how or even whether the modernized version of it could resolve these similar issues. So guys, that's pretty much of it. How would this new Arabian Empire evolve in the modern world? Let us know in the comments below. See you in our next video. Till then, take care.